Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing for you guys my top 5 tips on how to combat aging. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I ain't getting any younger and starting to see some differences in my skin, and like any other beauty fanatic out there, I have been researching ways to combat aging and slow down the process. I have come up with a top 5 list of the things that I do to keep my skin as youthful as possible, and I thought I would share those tips with you guys today. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Always stay in the shade. Now obviously it would be really unrealistic of me to tell you guys to stay in the shade all the time 24/7. So instead of saying that, I am telling you, if you are ever out in the sun, definitely remember to wear UV protective clothing, or at least just clothing with a high UV protective factor. Wear sunglasses. Wear sunglasses because they're not only pretty, they protect the skin around your eyes. The skin around your eyes is very sensitive and therefore shows signs of aging very quickly. You start to see little lines and crow's feet underneath. You definitely don't want that. So prevent that by wearing your sunnies. If you can, or if you're in a place that's particularly hot, or you're spending an extra amount of time in the sun, try to wear a hat as well, because those really help to shade your shoulders, your neck, and your face. This also leads us to tip number 2. Always wear sunscreen. Now, a lot of people think that with sunscreen, all you have to do is apply either your moisturizer or your foundation that has sunscreen in it. That is not enough, guys. You definitely need a sunscreen either on top of your moisturizer or underneath your foundation. The reason why is that when you apply foundation, there's not enough foundation that you can put in your face unless you cake it on. That's going to give you enough sun protection. With the moisturizer, they usually only give you up to an SPF of 25 probably, and that's enough for your skin, but again, you're not going to slather enough moisturizer on to keep your skin protected. So definitely always keep a sunscreen on hand to apply right after you're done with your skincare and right before you start with your makeup. Another thing with sunscreens that people never realize is that you have to top up your sunscreens. No matter how high the SPF goes, the physical makeup of sunscreen makes it so that it only lasts for about 2 to 3 hours. So after that 3-hour mark, you're definitely going to have to top up your sunscreen. Now, to those of my girls who wear makeup, I know it's really difficult to wear sunscreen and top up your sunscreen when you're already wearing makeup on top. I have the perfect solution. My absolute favorite is this one from DrGL. This is such a lifesaver. It works really well. You just spritz it all over your face. I'm just going to show you right now. And it doesn't dry down greasy, which is my favorite part about it, and you don't have to pat it into the skin. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Obviously I would apply a little bit more than that, but I'm just, I just breathed some of it in. But I just wanted to show you guys how it dries down. It really does end up looking pretty matte and quite close to the natural finish of your face before you applied it. Tip number 3. Keep yourself and your skin well hydrated. If sun can be said to be the #1 cause of aging, lack of hydration definitely comes in a close second. I would definitely recommend that you drink loads and loads of water each day. You have no idea how that is going to help your skin. And number 2, keep your skin hydrated through good skincare products. For example, when I'm going on a plane, or if I've got a little bit of spare time, I always like to slap on a moisturizing mask. I feel like that helps so much to keep my skin nice and youthful and supple looking. Another thing you can do, especially if you are in an air-conditioned office or a heated office all day long, is bring a facial spritz with you. It's so easy and so light, and they pack it in all different kinds of bottles, so you can bring different sizes with you according to your needs, and all you need to do is just pop the cap off, spritz a little bit all over your skin, and that's going to help keep your skin hydrated and lock in a little bit of moisture, just to help your skin, I guess, make it through the day despite these external conditions that might be affecting it. Give it to me. On to tip number 4. I know this sounds very cliche, but it is very important to get the right skincare for your needs. If you're noticing that your skin is starting to age a little bit, starting to droop or show fine lines, you're definitely going to want to invest in anti-aging skincare. Now, there are so many brands out there for me to recommend. There are so many different price ranges, but I wanted to highlight a particular brand for its affordability. This is the Olay Regenerist. Now, I'm not just recommending it because it's cheap. Olay is a brand that I've known and followed and used for very many years now, because of the fact that it is affordable and yet performs as well as more high-end creams out there. It has been tested and it has continually been voted top alongside a lot more expensive brands, which is why I'm recommending this range to you. I think I'm going to be publishing a couple of blog posts that will go into more detail about what this skincare does. If you guys are curious to find out, I will link them in the description box below if they've gone live. I start with this serum. This is called the Olay Regenerist Miracle Boost Youth Pre-Essence. In general, this skincare is meant to soften your fine lines and wrinkles, help to firm the skin, reduce the appearance of your pores, and lift the skin overall. And then in the daytime, what I do is I follow it with this micro sculpting cream. This is a lightweight moisturizer that absorbs really easily into the skin. Now this one is a sub tip, so it's a tip within a tip. You want to definitely use your richer products and your more effective products in the nighttime. This one I have here is the Olay Regenerist Revitalizing Night Cream. This one is a night moisturizer, and in general, night moisturizers are meant to be a little bit more rich because your skin starts its renewal and healing process at night when you sleep, and that's when you want to just flood it, just slap on the most effective, most potent products that you have in your skincare line. Tip number 5. Now, I am a very big believer that things that you do, the feelings that you feel, and your entire outlook on life can really change the way that you feel physically. This can affect how young you look and how healthy your body is overall. I really do believe that. So, tip number 5 is lead a stress-free life. Try to let go of things that won't affect you in the long run. My mom taught me something a while ago that really stuck with me, and I want to share it with you guys today. Just think about it like this. If you're faced with a problem, look at it and think to yourself, will this affect me in 5 years? 5 years down the line in my life, will this particular problem still affect me then? If the answer is no, it is not a big problem at all, so please don't worry about it too much. I know it's very easy to say. I myself am trying my hardest and putting in a lot of effort to kind of practice what I preach. So if you can, try and think to yourself, this is not going to affect me in 5 years time. I'm going to do what I can to resolve this, and if it doesn't work out the way that I wanted it to, it's okay. I'm going to accept it and move on. I have faced a lot of problems in my life. I have gone through a lot of shit, excuse my language, and this motto and this phrase and just thinking about it in that way has helped me get through so much of it, and I hope it helps you get through it as well. That was a heavy way to end my top 5 tips. But there you go, guys. Those were my top 5 tips for combating signs of aging. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully learned something helpful. If you have any questions or comments about the products that I used or mentioned, or any of the methods that I mentioned at all in this video, please leave them down in the comments box below and I will get to them as soon as possible. If you want to get to know me a little bit more, if you want to find out what I do when I'm not filming, please do follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Those are my 2 main ones. I do have Facebook and Twitter as well. I'll link them all in the description box below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!